We've talked a lot about me not liking other people, but now we're going to talk about people not liking me. Please welcome 3 people I've been on dates with who all rejected me: Miss Benny, Will, and Hope.
Hi, Julian.
Hi, Julian.
Welcome to the show. I've been dreading this for a long time.
I've been looking forward to it ever since the incident.
Don't say that. There was no incident. I've been on 1 to 3 dates with all of you, and I just want to know down the line, why didn't it work out?
Well, here's the thing. When I met Julian, I thought that he was a gay guy pretending to be bisexual to be cool. And then I found out that he's a straight guy pretending to be bisexual to be cool, which is way more sinister. And so I had to get out of there.
Same. No, I feel like it didn't not work out.
No, you just
right?
didn't respond to my text.
And on my way here, I was reading our text, and I realized I did not respond to a couple of texts. I don't know. I just think that like the timing was a little off, maybe, and then I was traveling, I think, maybe.
So for me and you, we went to the movies, and we did not clarify whether or not it was a date at first.
I felt like it was clear.
Okay.
I never said the word date.
I wasn't sure. I realized it was a date because we were in the back of the theater, and it was January. Oh, it was also the night of the Super Bowl. I was like, are you sure we want to go to the movies? It's the Super Bowl tonight. And you were like, I don't care. So I do think he is bisexual.
He said he didn't care because he doesn't know what the Super Bowl is.
Right,
so maybe he is.
exactly. And then in the back of the theater, you took your sweater off. And you're wearing a white tank top. And I thought, oh, this man wants to show me his arms. And that's when I found out it was a date.
And what'd you think?
Well, I went back to his apartment and we kissed. Okay, sure. Good kisser, I'll say that.
Oh, wow.
Great kisser. Am I wrong?
Completely disagree. Is this Subway takes?
Benny.
And then we went on a second date, and I will say this. On our second date, I was like going through a big situationship breakup, which I told you every single detail of over dinner. Not great
Which
for
is
a
always
first
a
date.
healthy way to start a new
Okay.
relationship, by the way.
And then you told me about some other dates you were going on, and when we said goodbye, I said, have fun on your next date with that guy. And sort of saying goodbye, and it wasn't
Was it me?
It wasn't you.
I don't know.
Are we finding out that this is a
Let's compare-
connected thread and actually the
And
three
we
of
all
us
were
are
there,
in love?
one after the Oh.
That's why we're here.
I've
That's
never
why we're
done
here.
that, but I could try.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was really jarring to go on a date with somebody and then a couple hours later see a TikTok about it afterwards.
Oh my God.
Benny, I do want to clarify that you are now one of my best friends in the entire world.
Please don't tell people that. So here's the interesting thing about me and Julian is I actually don't know the first time we kissed. All I know is that I went into a blackout haze for a couple days. And when I came
That
out, I was
sounds
at
awful.
Thanksgiving
No.
with his mom
Yes,
and
okay.
his grandma. And then I was like, oh, I love this. My dear friend I kiss sometimes. That's great for me. And then one day he goes, can I take you on like a real date? And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, amazing. And then he took me to a Cameron Winter concert.
Ooh.
And then afterwards, I remember being like, hey, remember when you asked me on a date? And then you invited a third person. And then afterwards, I was like, was that a date? And you said no. And then I didn't know what was going on, so I said, we're done. We didn't talk for a week, and now we're best friends.
I'll just add some nuance to it. I think I was I handled it poorly in many ways. I also, a lot of the romance took place over Thanksgiving break, so we had a lot of free time. I took you to my family's Thanksgiving, which was was a lot really fast.
Well, let me just ask the audience here. So when a guy starts making moves on you, holding your hand, introducing you to his family, his friends, bringing you to Thanksgiving, taking you to a very romantic concert at Carnegie Hall, tells you he'd like to date you, do you think that he's trying to date you? The jury has spoken. If Julian Shapiro-Barnum asks you to come to his house and makes you put your hand in his homemade puppets from his childhood, don't do it.
Wait, the puppets were also brought out for me.
Really?
Oh yeah, there was a puppet show on our first night at his house. And you as well?
No.
It's
I
weird
didn't
we're
get the
under a
puppets.
bridge because we're here to throw you under the bus.
Well, I think something I did on our date that I think was strange. I made you read my book out loud, and I took pictures of you reading my
And
book.
I was very impressed. I didn't know that you were writing a book. I didn't know anyone who was writing a book. And it was a real book. Did you publish it yet?
It's out August 4th. How to Grow Up Without Becoming a Grown-Up by Julian Shapiro-Barnum.
It's really good.
Will, what was going through your head? I bring you back to my apartment, and
Yeah.
I asked you to read my book out loud.
I thought it was cute. I mean, I didn't know who you were really. So
Good.
And until people at the bar started to like stop you and be like, your show on TikTok inspired me to call my kid or something. It was like, or whatever. Like people were stopping you, and so I was like, okay, like who is this person? Why do these people like love him? And then you went back and you were like, well, I do have a book in manuscript form, and you showed it to me, and then we made out. So clearly it like worked to some degree.
And Hope, you said something really mean to me on our date that I will never forget.
Oh,
You
what?
said, I think you're a lot smarter than you let on. And I wasn't holding back.
It's weird that she would just lie to you like that.
No, but it's kind of like what you were talking with Matteo about. It's like there is sort of the energy of like you're trying to be, I think, nice all the time, and I can feel some of that a little bit, I think.
Like right now in this moment?
No, but
just
just out in the streets.
So do you have any feedback or anything that you think I should take into my future dates with people?
I feel like whenever someone texts me and wants to hang out, I sort of don't want to. So maybe like you could have like made a plan, canceled it with me. I would have really perked up on that.
Too eager?
Yeah, maybe a little eager, or just like not aloof enough for me. I don't know. I like
little rejection.
A little rejection here and there keeps me really excited.
Is there anything I could do to make me more likable?
Can I earnestly say
Yes, you can be earnest.
I don't know if there's anything you can do to be more likable. You're one of the nicest, one of the funniest people that I know. I care about you so much. I think that you will find somebody who's perfect for you once you figure out what your sexuality is.
Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Hope, Will, and Miss Benny, for having a very honest and uncomfortable conversation with me in front of an audience filled with people. Give it up for 3 people who rejected me.